Hey you guys, happy Wednesday. We are on Wilshire Boulevard, headed up towards the Brea Tar Pits. Historic, beautiful, oh so Art Deco Wilshire Boulevard. Hope you guys are having a good week. Been a pretty good week. Joe is working. I am out walking. Also, I might have a little gig work. Not gig work, but I guess it is gig work to do, which is kind of exciting. Well, we'll see. Thank you guys for joining. We're walking up to the Brea Tar Pits, and then also to LACMA. And it is the golden hour. I think it's probably about... Hola, Kae. ¿Cómo estás? Happy Wednesday. We are heading to the Brea Tar Pits, or in English, the Tar Pits. I guess that's what that translates to. The Brea is stocked with kind of modern buildings and also some real Art Deco treasures. We're the shopping era of days gone by. Shavkat! Happy Wednesday. We're going to pass by the original May Company up here. Hey, mountain bike. The Berlin Wall is up here somewhere, I'm pretty sure, or at least a chunk of it. I'm wearing a windbreaker and a light puffer. I was just afraid that after the sunset, I would be freezing, so I'm a little overdressed. I could have probably got away with just the windbreaker, but it was a beautiful day to be out. You know, did you ever not buy something and just think about it every so often? One year, this Ralph's, for some reason, had Christmas trees, living Christmas trees, and they were like $12, and they were like 6 feet high, and I wanted to buy one, and I never did, and I still think about it. They don't obviously have them anymore, and they probably never will have them again, but it's a regret. Rained a little bit this morning. I ended up bumping I am feeling pretty excellent. I will tell you, yesterday, my gimbal neck, I think Monday night, an IHOP. Monday night was, for some reason, a tough night for me to sleep. I feel like I keep sleeping to heal, I guess. I'm not really sure, but and so I oversleep, and then I wake up. Bottomless pancakes. I'm excited for that. Never. I would have to leave there bottomless because I would not be able to button my pants after bottomless pancakes. Anyway, so Tuesday I just relaxed and worked on some stuff, and I had a little job stuff this morning to do. It's literally like yesterday I felt like, I feel like 97%, and then, which is really great, right? But yesterday I still felt 95%. Today I don't really feel anything until I think about it or shake my hair like I'm in a Pantene commercial, and then my neck just snaps. Oh my goodness. It's a little after midnight. Happy to have you up. Welcome, welcome. If it is your first time here, thank you so much for being here. Please feel free to like and subscribe. We are live and human content. We are buying all of our Valentines at Staples, which is, I guess, partnered with Party City. No more snaps. All right, you guys, get so excited. If you have never been here before, like myself a long time ago, I don't know, the Brea Tar Pits, I feel like I kind of had visions of it before I ever been here, in my best English, right? Here's a lady posing with her dog by the statue. I'm not really sure what this sculpture is called, but it's sure lovely. It's very just sort of like part of the 70s, 80s arts movement where they stuck a lot of crazy sculptures everywhere. This used to be Marie Callender's. I never ate at it because I never ate at a Marie Callender's inside. Exactly, Alex. Hey, Alex. So, even though I didn't grow up in California, the Brea Tar Pit always kind of had a mythical place in my mind. It probably played part and parcel to my endless fear of being caught in quicksand. Even worse, being caught in bubbling hot tar at the Brea Tar Pit. Mind you, it is not bubbling hot. It's just methane bubbles that pop up. It's ash pulp. Methane, actually. And you can smell it already. That's A.W. Ross, founder and developer of the Miracle Mile. Vision to see, wisdom to know, courage to do. 1964. I wonder what he would think of the Miracle Mile at this point. I mean, we don't use buildings the way we used to, so this is really a shopping area. All right. You're correct. I think right up the street is the Grove and the Farmers Market, which we might walk by on the way home, just the Farmers Market. I don't like going into the Grove. They're not very welcoming. La Brea Tar Pits. You will be. You just believe it and feel it and know it, and the universe will give it to you. That's what I say. So, this natural asphalt, which is what the tar is, has seeped to the surface for thousands of years. I did not learn that on Laverne and Shirley or the Flintstones, by the way. For some reason, the La Brea Tar Pits remind me of both Laverne and Shirley and the Flintstones. I'm not sure why. The Flintstones never referenced it. I think it's because of the... Hey, Dionysio. Yes, I did. That's very sad. We all should be checking our colon, myself included. I'm due for it. For real. What a handsome New Englander James Van Der Beek was. He seemed like a really nice guy. I don't know anything bad about him. I never heard anything bad about him. Rest in peace. The Going Apes movie. It was also in Volcano. I don't remember it in Volcano, but it seems like it would be. The indigenous Tongva people used the tar from this on their canoes. And then, as I mentioned, the Spanish explorers later called it La Brea, which means the tar. So again, in English, it's the tar pit. Oh my God, maybe. I haven't seen 1941 in like 100 years, but I loved that movie. So they really started digging through this in like 1901, probably when they were digging for oil. I don't have all the facts or everything on this place, so you can ask me some questions. That little museum over there, the George C. Page Museum, opened in 1977. We're gonna walk up there too. It's pretty cool. So it's not boiling hot. The surface temperature is probably like the air. I say a lot of things different than the local residents. I don't know how they say La Brea. I say, and now I know how, now I don't know the wrong way to say it, but Los Feliz or Los instead of Los Feliz, or Sepulveda. I used to say Sepulveda. I'm not very good with Spanish. Let me show you a picture of what this was like in the 20s, because I find these kinds of things like deeply fascinating. Like no buildings. Also, this is like an aerial shot, which I found kind of interesting. Can't get rid of it though. And then this is when all these oil rigs were all around it. Hey, Tony Hemp. It rained a little earlier in the day, thankfully. I hope I'm not walking to a dead end here. Imagine if at the end of this there was just a pit of tar to walk through. We are at an unalive end. I don't want to lose my monetization. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna walk through La Brea, take a deep breath of the sulfurous tar pits. Oil rigs were everywhere. Actually, La Brea Tar Pit used to be in a section or an oil field called Salt Field. I don't think I have any. I didn't want to get real crazy with pictures because I can't really see them. But there are some really crazy pictures. You try to forget your German. Warum? Warum ist das? I can't. I just forget my German. I speak German with like an English person, American English. I mean, I just use German words in the same setup or sentence I would use English words. Like I wouldn't say it in the right tense. Oh my gosh, I've gotten tar stuck to my feet at the beach before. It's pretty, I can't remember what beach that was. Here's... Oh, we're gonna definitely walk up there. Here's a bubbling pool. It's black gold. Oh my gosh, are we gonna talk about the Beverly Hillbillies? I think they talked about the Brea Tar Pits too. I find this kind of heartbreaking. The majority of animals that they actually found in the tar pits are prey. I mean, predators, not prey. Hey, Ruben. Peace and love, I think that's what it was. It was all about peace and love. I could not translate. Oh my god. Here's some pictures of a bygone era of them bringing these elephant sculptures. It's not an overlay this time. When mammoths walked on Wilshire Boulevard. The sculptures, oh, that's the sky. Sorry, I gotta keep an eye on my gimbal. Sculptures, again, they're from the 60s, as that thing said. Woo! Hey, West Coast lady. I was thinking maybe at some point there was like a reference to the Flintstones. And we could always Bloomberg connect here. Are the Flintstones referred to them? But I think it's just the tusk. The goo glossary. Oh, for sure. Stink goo bubbles. "55 to 10,000 years ago, tar traps animals." I think the tar still traps animals today. That's why there's a fence around it. You know, I think the really nice thing about subtitled channels is that, like Spanish channels, is you can get subtitles in Spanish. I feel like this building is closing, so I'm gonna make the most of going up here. I don't know if I'm supposed to walk up this hill, but it looks so organic and like it's just part of the relief is pretty cool, I agree. Oof, see, that just was a high step. And you don't really, this is all free. I mean, you can go in here and I don't know what you have to pay, probably not much. But just to walk around the grounds. Hey, Ruben. I went to the Petersen Auto Museum one time. I feel like I do love cars. It's weird because this relief is actually like fiberglass and not stone. But they really did a lovely job. I love cars too. And not like, I'm not talking about, I can't talk about the engines, I can't talk about, I just love old cars. Like, anything from before the Ford Taurus and everything started to look the same. You know, the Ford Taurus ruined everything. Oh my gosh. I love these ferns. I would love to be sitting under here. So I definitely think the Petersen Auto Museum, even if you just like design, is a pretty excellent place to go. I couldn't see myself going there more than once every 15 to 20 years. I do feel like that it is really nice. It is a giant moment of zen over here. I do feel really like yeah, you probably only need to go there once every 10 years.
Did you guys have fun?
Yep. They didn't sound like they had fun. It's nice how they've kind of built this building in like a mound. Yeah, we're gonna walk by that too. Okay. I wasn't the only one who decided to come here today and do a live stream, I see. George and John, hey. Oh my gosh, jeez. You know, nail guns, never mind, it's not all about me. Please take care of them and God, send you some love and care and good thoughts. Jeez, that just like made my tummy hurt. My tummy, I'm a baby, sorry. But here, do what you do. We send you love and care. Yeah, it's about the time when people close. We're gonna go and walk to LACMA now. I don't think we ever want to go inside of something like this though, because there are other people there in a confined space, but being outside, and that's all right. Oh, thanks, Alex. So we're gonna go walk over to the actual thumbnail for the video in a second. Hey, LA Unknown. We're at the Tar Pits. You guys will notice actually that we'll see like little asphalt spots like that one back there. They say that they're regularly oh. Whoa. There's an Old Faithful bubble that just like blew. I don't know that you can see it, but they're still cataloging animals. There's some active bubbles over here. Oh wow. Sorry. I can see why 1901 tourists came down here. This is pretty fun. Oh. Where next? Oh, sheesh. That's good. Even hearing a nail gun, like, there's always construction. I'm so afraid it's gonna... I'm not gonna walk through these bushes and scratch up my clothes. Just a nail is gonna go off. I know, I'm making it all about me. Let's... You know what else I also wondered? I thought like maybe because of the tar pits down here that the ground would be like squishier or something, and there's really no issues with building buildings down here. They do need I think methane detectors. Here you go, thumbnail. It's Mr. Hancock. Captain G. Allen Hancock, donor of Hancock Park. Not to be confused with John Hancock. Alex, you can watch this anytime. Think of it as making digital memories, right? I don't think I can afford the Petersen Auto Museum. We were just talking about that earlier. I didn't mention the one thing about it was that I thought it was kind of expensive. I used to run, as in exercise run, through John Hancock's abandoned mansion in Jamaica Plain. Really kind of freaky giant brick building. Okay, I'm following the footprints, but are they going to lead me to this lady roller skater? Yeah. I don't want to. I want to go see the statue. I used to have a 45 by a guy named Herbie Hancock. The Pleistocene Garden. The Brea Tar Pit is from the Pleistocene era. So, closed cone pine forest, streamside habitat, juniper oak woodland, coastal sage scrub. Let's take a look. We're probably at the wrong time of the year. Let's see if we can find anything, spot anything. Nodding needlegrass. Common sunflower. The stream is out today. Right? I loved Herbie Hancock. I'm gonna stop right there before I get copyrighted. I want to see the closed cone pine. I want to see the pine, the closed pine cone. Wow, it's right there. Welcome to the Nature Channel, but hold on. I don't think I've ever seen a closed pine cone before. I want to pick one, but I think that would be wrong. They look like little walnuts or brains. The synthesizer was so exciting then. I think almost anything written on it that was moderately good at the time was just going to be a smash hit. Remember that song, Popcorn? I think that's an even older one. And maybe it's not even a synthesizer, it's like an organ. I gotta watch out. Up. Here's our footprints. Are we talking about Tommy Boy, the movie with... I was thinking, when you said Tommy Boy, I was thinking of the record label Tommy Boy. I have to say, if I ran into one of these on the street, wouldn't be too happy. Although they look kind of cute. Hi, Lori. Thank you guys so much for being here. I want to take a sec to thank my members for supporting the channel. Thank you so much. While we're looking at this boring little cutie, kind of looks like a, sorry, you can't see it right now, a dog with no ears. Probably not. I don't know what it is. It doesn't have a little plaque or anything. A sloth? I could look it up. Someone stole the plaque. Don't know why. Maybe it had copper on it. I'm just kidding. This is pit number 9. Hey you guys, thank you so much for coming with me to the Brea Tar Pits. For those of you who thought Los Angeles was glamour, glitter, fashion, and fame, not all the time. We've got a tar pit. I remember paper straws from when I was a kid, actually. I kind of loved them because they were a little brighter than the plastic straws. Let me know if you see any bubbling. I do. No big bubbles, though. It must be fun to hang out over there. Alright. Everybody's having fun. Here comes pit 13. Oh no, I think I would want to be I can't say when I would want to be a kid because I probably would want to go back and be a kid when I was a kid. No computers. Well, no internet stuff. No social media. The synthesizer was a strange and exciting new thing. Right? And it's a pretty nice place to walk to. Unless you happen to end up in a tar pit. So we're now crossing over into LACMA territory. They're slowly replacing the LACMA building with bits and pieces of new building. I forget who the architect is that is designing it. But most, if not all of the old buildings will eventually disappear and be replaced by this structure that is kind of wrapping itself around Wilshire. It's the largest museum in the West, LACMA. We're gonna walk through this. No earthquakes, no earthquakes, no earthquakes. And then walk out the front Wilshire door. Uh-huh. The Big Rock is kind of... I forget the story or the whatever. The artist. I should have looked it up because I knew I was going to come here. It's kind of something else, though. Hondo. I think Joseph and I have come here and taken pictures. One time my car broke and I had to drop it off on Wilshire Boulevard, and I am going to walk under it. On top of it or climb it, never. But under it, absolutely. Well, I don't think they will be. I don't have that kind of luck. I don't know about that, being brave like a Lion King. But definitely not too afraid to walk under a bracketed rock. Woo! I'm actually pretty chicken. This is probably the only place the palm trees are useful. Otherwise, they're kind of a pain. Right? I thought it would be the perfect time for us to come. Because who goes to the museum on a Wednesday? It's a tremendously fantastic thing to have in Los Angeles. Los Angeles does have a lot of great museums that are virtually abandoned, so no crowds. I think we're hitting the museum, or, this property at the tail end of its being open, though, too. So I'm not sure. These are some of the new buildings, obviously. Let them think it's abandoned. I think that's why, the security guards are all on high alert because they're getting ready to shuttle people out. The last time we came here in... Oh, actually, we've been here at night before. I think it was like a Thursday night, though. It is open late one night. I'm going to try to walk around these heads as much as I can, and then we'll make our way to the exit. So nobody has to stay late. I'm glad they nailed these down. This one's scary. I'm so sorry. Most of them are scary to some, especially the little tiny teeth. I wish Vanessa Wyatt told me. I could have met up. Who's Vanessa Wyatt? Is she on TV? I want to walk by, but these people are having their pose, and anyway. Dragon. Rabbit. Bear. Lady posing. Goat. I'm gonna try to take this one. It says do not touch, but this is possibly, well, those teeth are kinda scary. Also, they knew we were coming. They screwed him down. So here's the most, I guess it's not the most famous, and it's probably closed off, which is hilarious. The Instagram moment. And we know the original ones were in that Rite Aid parking lot. I think that would require like a bolt thing. They look like they were bolted down. Why are some cordoned off? Seems really unfair. Oski! Hey! I'm gonna ask someone to take our picture in front of it. I just don't know why half of them are gone. It smells like tons of cologne over here. I have never smelled so much cologne outside of a Macy's. Me too. For a long time, though, there was a Rite Aid on Santa Monica Boulevard that had a really... It wasn't quite as grand as this, a really similar display to this with the lights, right? And it's still there today, but it's not in that parking lot because there's no longer a Rite Aid. Right? I'm gonna just like walk inside of the Petersen Auto Museum. I don't think I'm gonna go to it for sure, but that would be, I would need Joe with me. Here's another Broad Museum, Broad Contemporary, part of the LACMA. Somebody's gonna run off with your camera though if you do that too many times. I've only let somebody take my phone once, and they gave it right back to me for a picture. It's good to trust people and to be open to that. I try to. I'm usually not interested in taking pictures of myself, though. And Tony, I support that too. I go both ways. When it comes to trust, I'm definitely bi. I feel like I came to the Peter Griffin Museum, the Petersen Museum, before it was in this building also. But I love this building. Actually, I love this corner. But before we go too far, look back at the SAG-AFTRA. No, I never thought about what the design of this building was. I said I like it, and I like it just because it's different, but I'm not sure why I like it. The cool diner, which we have a Cecilia, we have somebody who actually worked here at this diner, at Johnny's, which is still there. I'm too paranoid to walk in with the camera, and this entrance is closed. But wow. Huh? Yeah.
This side is locked, but if you go down the sidewalk, make a left into the garage.
Alright, thank you so much. I love that BMW. I mean, did you hear that? He practically told me to go in with the gimbal in my hand. Right? With the gimbal in my hand. He told me how to get in. Shit. I only have my phone. We're just gonna walk in, but I can't really go in because I can't foot that bill right now. I have $0 on me. Hey, Mark. Rest in peace, Notorious B.I.G. Oh my gosh. So we'll walk in this far, but I really don't. Look at that, La Forza. I really don't have time to go into the total museum, but we'll get the price and maybe we can come back. Oh my god. Flare side. I love a car with big hips. And they have much, much more in here. Check this out. Petersen Auto Museum. Duesenberg. I'm really partial to BMW Bavarias. Or the BMW like 2002. It's a really old car. And definitely not that. Although it's gorgeous. But maybe this. I love how some of the cars are actually parked out here. So if you just want to see a few cars for free, they got it. You got it. This is a 1982 Ford McLaren Mustang. Look at that. I haven't made arrangements to go inside today, so I'm not brave enough to do that right now, but we can and here's the motorcycle section. We can put a pin in it, or if you'd like to make a donation to the Petersen Museum visit, please feel free. Our Venmo is right there. We can come back and visit inside. It looks like they're totally happy to have us in our gimbal. I'm not going to get close enough to see the red Duesenberg, and I'm certainly not going to scream. I love this building. It's the original May Company building, which is now the Academy Museum. I wonder if they'd let me in here with the gimbal. And then, of course, Bernie Sanders Coffee Shop. It still has Bernie Sanders Coffee Shop up on it. We are going over to that just because I love it. And you can peek in the windows. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can cross the street here where these people have decided to just go where they want, do what they want. Fanny's Restaurant and Cafe. We'll go get a giant. We can Oscar any day of the week on Hollywood Boulevard. Look at this Googie classic. Oh, and the abandoned 99-cent store. Still a little heartbreaking. I never really went to the 99-cent store, except every once in a while I can just think of something that I need that I could get at the 99-cent store, and it's no longer there. That doesn't really matter so much because there are plenty of other little stores like that to boot. I really wish somebody would open this guy up. I've seen it lit up a few times too, which is kind of nice. I don't know if it has a historical designation, but it really should. Oh my god, I miss the 99-cent store daily. This just makes me want a grilled cheese and fries. Housing is a right hash browns, Medicaid for all milkshakes, fried green, New Deal tomatoes, and free college fries. I'll have a break up. Where's the... There's no grilled cheese for Epstein Island. I'll have a break up the Banks burger with cheese. Oh, Bernie. Since 2020, Bernie. This is my favorite thing to do, which is sort of show you the inside. To like follow the soffit around the building is kind of cool. Oh. I agree. I don't really like to talk politics, but we might have a couple of... Oh, we'll stop right now. Anyway, yeah, Bernie. God bless Bernie. So now we're going to walk up Fairfax towards the farmer's market. We're going to bustle through the farmer's market. We're definitely not going to the Grove. Don't even ask. I feel like Bernie was a huge missed opportunity for us. I like a radical candidate, to be honest with you. I mean, oh my goodness. Hey, body knowledge. This street, 6th Street, I almost would love to just walk down for 3 blocks or 2 blocks, and then we'll come back up to the Grove. It is literally like, it has, I don't think it has a historical designation, but it's like walking through the 1920s. I used to love to drive down this street. It's kind of a shortcut to East Los Angeles. Or East Hollywood side of town. It's also never used to be crowded. A Rolls-Royce minivan? What? I don't remember that song. But I bet I would love it. I have not dined at Cantor's. Look at that little black cat in the window. You must think I'm some kind of baller, Brave Bull. Dining at Cantor's. I'm going out for $6 IHOP pancakes. We are heading west. And then we're going to head north. And then we're going to go east on Melrose. I wish there weren't so many cars here. It's just a really beautifully maintained block. We're really low in, like, we're not very close to the hills right now. This is like a block above Wilshire. I used to say that also, Wilshire, and I have no idea why. Look at that, man. Really cool. I just wouldn't want a window looking into my apartment where anybody with a gimbal walking by could just film. Imagine that little turret being your bedroom window. The only thing I don't like about windows like that is they're huge and you can't open them, so they're just let sun in and no ventilation. Sorry to be a bummer, dude. I'll take anything when it comes to breakfast. Denny's or IHOP. I can't really tell the difference. I think I mostly go to Denny's, though, between the two of them, because there are a couple. There's one kind of close to where I live. I should have gone there on my birthday. I'm always up for free things. I just loved, like, the Denny's sausage, which I haven't had for a long time. I love that, like, I'll usually get sausage, pancakes, syrup, butter, whatever comes with pancakes. I have heard of Waffle House, but I'm not from the South. I grew up with Bickfords and Denny's. Denny's in Nashua, New Hampshire. Bickford's in Bedford, Bedford, New Hampshire. The classic slam. Or moon over my hammy. I really love corned beef hash, though. Like, that's the thing at a breakfast spot I most want to have. Corned beef hash. We've got Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, though. So we're walking up Crescent Heights right now. I'm gonna take a right when we get to whatever street the Grove is on and walk through the farmer's market and then kind of meander my way to Melrose and then towards Santa Monica. Thank you guys so much for... I love molasses and maple syrup. I put maple syrup in my coffee this morning. It's much better than sugar. Trust me. Try it. You will not regret it. Your mom has a banana tree? I eat so many bananas. Having a banana tree would be like a dream come true. I always wanted a lemon tree, but instead, I just killed one lemon tree after another. Last night we had macaroni and cheese for dinner. Tonight we're gonna have something healthy. I'm gonna make sweet potatoes, ground turkey. It's a favorite of mine. Big sweet potato with ground turkey. Yum. I'm gonna have to Google that song and look up these Canadian songsters. Mel, happy Wednesday. We are in Los Angeles, Melrose area, heading over towards 3rd Street and the farmer's market. I guess West Hollywood is where we are, sort of. There's just a really charming houses in this Crescent Heights area. In Crescent Heights, you know, we walked by over Crescent Heights when we walked down Sunset. The only thing I remember, so I've spent the whole day watching the news, which we're not really going to talk about. And I'm torn between going back and forth and watching two things. One is, oh my gosh, Nancy. Poor Nancy. And the other one is Pam Bondi testifying, or whatever she's doing. Literally hooked. Wait, did you say Bop Girl? I remember that song, Bop Girl, right? Or is this a shop? There's a song, Bop Girl, by Josie Cotton, I think her name was. She was in the same sort of style as Tony Basil, kind of 50s-ish in the 80s. Bop Girl. And Johnny Aryaquia, I think that was another one of her songs. The Veggie. Hello. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Look at the beautiful Hollywood Hills with those giant clouds. Let me zoom in a little bit. Looks heavenly up there. Ooh, by Lem, right? I only know that because I feel like they come up on a Watch Mojo, top 10 songs that blah 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 recently. It is an absolutely lovely and truly vintage neighborhood in some spots. All next to crazy traffic. Oh, I still think I know it. Is it like the words Bopgirl? Got the whole world searching for their own Bop Girl. Is that the song you're talking about? Or is that... You remember Tony Basil, Mickey, right? So there were like one or two other like 50s pop women. You know how in the 80s you would have somebody and then two people just like them. Like there was Pat Benatar and then Quarter Flash, Madonna, and then two other people that sounded kind of like her. I'm gonna check it out. That's really an interesting addition. Regina, Madonna, and there was one other. Regina, Madonna. Who sang that song, Baby Love? Not the one by the Supremes. There were like 3 nasally lady singers around the time of Madonna, and they all kind of looked similar. Regina, Madonna, and I can't remember the other one. I feel like Cyndi Lauper had more, in some ways, artistic integrity than Madonna, kind of. But she did, and the whole wrestling thing that she did with her first album, right, was kind of wacky, but I think that made it seem really hard to take her seriously after that. Okay, there's one other lady singer besides Regina. Is Regina's album... Oh my god, I can see... Is Regina's album or single, is she like on a phone, in a bed, like on a phone, talking on the phone with her legs up, like behind her, like a teenager would be? No, Pebbles? The only musical cassette I have in my collection right now is Pebbles, actually. Free consultations for Uber, Lyft accidents. Everyone loves a lawyer. Not. Ooh, but Jodie Watley. Anyway, I watched something by Cyndi Lauper recently from that time, and she's really just sort of a force, right? I can't remember what I was watching. Her performing something, maybe first or second year. I just think the kitschiness of the wrestling stuff. I don't remember her second album at all, but I do remember her first album. I don't know, Madonna just kind of was able to hang on. A different vibe, though, and a different sort of end game. True. Alicia, that was it. Alicia, thanks. Alicia, Regina, and Madonna, all at the same time. Like, what was Alicia's song? I used to have a friend named Alicia, and we used to sing that song to her, but now I can't remember what Alicia's song. I love True Colors, and also that song I Drove All Night by Cyndi Lauper. I know it's a remake. She did a couple remakes too. There's a Prince song, or no, Money Changes Everything. That song is what I heard her performing. And I think maybe it was the force, the emotion she is able to push through for that in that song. And also True Colors. And The Goonies are good enough, which is my favorite Cyndi Lauper song. Exactly, money changes everything. I think that was something also on a Mojo. Top 10 songs you didn't know were remakes. And there were like 2 surprises on that. So we're gonna walk through the farmer's market on the side here and just skedaddle through really quick. Joe's gonna be home from work. Oh gosh. I feel like 5:32, probably in like 90 minutes. So I probably should make my way back towards the east side. It's like a channel on YouTube. There's like Ms. Mojo, and their lists. Every once in a while I'll watch something. You know how you like watch a couple of things and your algorithm all of a sudden changes? That did not happen with Pam Bondi today. I wanted everything to be Pam Bondi fighting with people. We shouldn't talk about it. But anyway, it didn't really work. But sometimes your algorithm will just shift. And it'll be a bunch of mojo stuff. As far as I'm concerned, what's love got to do with it is Tina Turner's song, period. Even if it's a cover. Chicken feet. I want some nuts. It's very empty tonight. Joe and I eat at a place here sometimes, but I think it's... I want... you can probably fill a Valentine. All I can smell is onions. Sorry. What? Ooh, I should probably... I always want to come to this place for glasses. Prescription. Stop overpaying for eyewear. Paulette. I'm going to have to remember it. Because I have a tendency... Phil's, that's our favorite place here. I have a tendency... We're going to come back here for, of course, St. Patrick's Day to get a corned beef. The hot sauce store is awesome because you can get a ton of little things to give people. We've done hot sauce Christmas gifts from there. We'll walk a little bit this way, but I really don't feel like tasseling with a security teen. It's mostly pleasant. It does have a Taschen bookstore. And I actually have a soft spot for Cost Plus World Market. Because they always have some kind of candy or snack that I really want. And gummies right at the door. Not a good stop. Wow, look at this. This is a huge Pottery Barn complex. I haven't heard of Pottery Barn in, I feel like, forever. And right behind Pottery Barn is CBS. This year we really bought lots of local stuff from local shops. Like that was the game this year for Joe and I. We're trying, but I do love to get me some stuff at Cost Plus World Market. Oh. That's just... all that stuff is super ridiculous. I was like, you won't want to decorate your house every season. I have a dish problem. I do have a lot of dishes because I've been buying them for years. The Pottery Barn store looks like somewhere I would go inside of and knock something over, except I know I'm not gonna have to pay for it. Oh my gosh, is this BH Chicken? Oh, this is our chicken place that we like to go to. They have a new location. We prefer our Koreatown. We also have a mug problem. We get them, and I can never say no to a mug. And then I like to buy Santa mugs too. Something about drinking out of Santa's head in the morning that is just kind of puts everything into perspective. The one thing I don't have enough of is bowls. Bowls for dinner, I would say. Joe and I have so many dishes, actual plates and mugs and salad plates, but bowls are a scarcity. Actually, we have really nice bowls, but we feed the dogs with them. The dogs eat out of a Pilco white porcelain lion's head bowls, the little queens, right? I don't know why. No, I wouldn't want to break my dishes. I don't know why or what world I was buying this many dishes for. I never have had like Liberace style candelabra dinner parties or anything. Me too. I even have a mug with pictures of my sweet, sweet dog on it that is chipped, and I cannot bear to throw it out. We just keep pens in it. It's like a catch-all. There's no lead in those bowls. I wish I could spoil them more. I wish I could afford to take them to the groomer to get done instead of me bending over. That's CBS, although I don't know where the logo is. I bet they're doing CBS things in there. Ooh. Right? I have mugs that go with the dishes. I have some Fiestaware mugs that go with some Fiestaware dishes that I don't have a complete set of. And I don't use those mugs ever, but they're really the perfect size of cup of coffee. $12 ounces, I think. I have a lot of jars also that I store coins in. Wow, gee. Please don't call hoarders. All right, we're walking up Fairfax Ave. Let's hope Willa walking in LLA doesn't hit me. This is Raoul Wallenberger. This angel of rescue went to Budapest in the summer of 1994 as a Swedish diplomat with a mission to save the remainder of the Jews in Hungary from the gas chambers. I have never read about Raoul before. I've seen that statue about 40 times, I've just never stopped. I never drink moonshine. But you know when you get one of those really... I used to buy this fancy granola. It was $15 for a pound, but it was like handmade and hand-delivered granola, you know? And, I mean, it really was granola. It was also gluten-free, which most granola is, I think. And I had to have a special jar for that. And I still have that jar. It has beans in it right now. But in my cabinet, like my junk cabinet, I do have jars with like coins or pennies or whatevers. And pens, more pens. I haven't had any hooch in a very long time. Although, every once in a while, I do think about like a beer, except I don't even really like beer, but just the first sip. Refreshing. Lead, or I don't know what that's for. Now, Joseph quit drinking 4 years ago, and I never really have been much of a drinker. Here's Cantors. I get drunk very easily, which is fun and cheap, but it takes me too long to get over my hangover, and I even from like 1 or 2 drinks, and I don't like giving up time for recovery like that. So I mostly don't drink liquor. Speaking of wines, has anybody been to Helen's Wines? I don't think there's anything wrong. I just chemically, it doesn't work for me too well. But I will, if I'm out with not Joe and people are having a drink, I will occasionally have a wine or a single cocktail with a Vicodin. I'm kidding. Oh my god, I would love a Diet Coke right now. Or an espresso fudge brownie cone from Ben Leuven. Shit, sorry. Or I think that, well, also I have a heart condition, so I'm afraid of something slowing down my heart or speeding up my heart. Because I also think about having cigarettes also all the time. Not that I really want one, but sometimes the idea of just chillaxing with a little ciggy on the sidewalk seems like it might be nice. But then I walk through a cloud of it, and I don't need to smoke a cigarette, because I just did. No, I'm never going to. First of all, Joseph would flip TFO if he caught me smoking. TFO. Remember the flea market we walked by the other day? It is located here at Fairfax High. If somebody gave me like a month to live, that kind of designation, I would have one last cigarette and one last, maybe not one last drink, because I wouldn't want to need a day to recover. That is awesome to hear, Warren. My liver is in really good shape the last time I checked also. I really do need to go to the doctor soon though. I get my blood work done every 6 months because I take a cholesterol medication. Stupid cholesterol medication. I don't think I need it personally, but here I am. So I get all that stuff checked out. Liver, but cholesterol and a blood clotting medication. Fun stuff. I will. So I will talk to the doctor. I need to make an appointment. I also need to get a prescription update. So I'm going to update my prescription when I get home, get a refill, and try to see if I can make an appointment with my doctor. Because now they have a new blood test that they can do. So before it was Cologuard, they would send you home with this test tube, a Q-tip, and da-da-da-da. And now they can actually do a blood test. Right, Cantors? I really could go for a pastrami on rye. From anywhere, maybe. I gotta stop thinking about that. I'm going to have a healthy dinner tonight. With a lot of fiber. A blood test for colon. Look, the silent movie theater. There's a new blood test for colon cancer screening. Is that what you're asking about? Or you're asking what I get blood tests? I just get the normal blood test that you get when you have had a stroke and take pills. Well, it'll tell me if they're in there, right? I'll talk to my doctor about it. I'm not afraid of doing it. And I've sent the Q-tip thing in the past, so it's not like I haven't had anything done before. I think the colonoscopy is a little more thorough and invasive. Oh, you missed the farmer's market and you missed the story of a man who went to Hungary and now I've forgotten his name. The story of a man who went to Hungary to free the Jews from the gas chambers or the encampments. Right? You're so good. Beverly Center would be to the left of us. We did go to Beverly Center at Christmas time, and were promptly escorted out. We're not allowed to film in there. Alex, you definitely will have to check it out. We got kicked out of like everywhere we went that day. The Grove, the Beverly Center. It looks like they're filming something up here or selling something on the corner. Here's Melrose. let's walk Melrose. I'm gonna go over to La Brea. I'm gonna take a left arm of La Brea. I am going to walk up to Santa Monica Boulevard and let's probably sign off. But hey Tom, let's see Pink's hot dogs and take a big whiff. Definitely not on my dinner bingo card tonight. The Grove. Merry happy Wednesday. We're just over on Melrose making our way up towards Santa Monica, trying not to get hit by a food bot. Ooh, think again, tattoo removal. Oh my gosh, when I first moved here too, the Beverly Center was still kind of like a indoor cool mall to go to. Once the Grove though got into full swing, it kind of like I don't go there. Wow, I never realized this was a Taco Bell. It looks fake. I don't really go to the Grove, or to the Beverly Center that much. I don't like the parking situation. Look, it's Bruno Mars' new album out February 27th. The Romantic. I'm not really a fan of Bruno Mars. Hey, myself. That's why you were here. If it is your first time here, we're walking on Melrose in West Hollywood. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and chat. It definitely helps us out with the algorithm. And then I just want to take a second to thank my members. Thank you guys so much for backing the channel and supporting my quirky little movies and this awesome project that we are working on. That is walking in LA. Oh. And hype us up. I need to make a sticker for hype with like some confetti. Why is the shoe palace covered in chains? Oh, is that an Olympic? That's kind of the in between full dark. The last little bit of skylight. Yeah, we walked by where that used to be the other day. I never went to Chin Chin, but Chin Chin was literally as famous as Cantor's or the Brown Derby, I feel like, or Tavern on the Green if you're from New York. I never saw anybody do that in public. Hey Google. Not judging. I feel like it was great food and it was historic. Chin Chin. I'm not sure what's there. There's like a Brazilian barbecue, which is also pretty good.
talking about on there?
Just walking down the street, walking down Melrose. We went to LACMA. Check it out. Are you a hair doer?
Hairstylist.
Hairstylist at
At Rockefeller.
Rockefeller
Earth's Law
Studio.
Gardner on Instagram.
What's it called?
Earth's Law Gardner.
Okay. Check
Oh,
them
this
out.
is Rockefeller, the
Oh,
hair studio.
but you're Ursula Gardner.
Yep. What's your name?
Charlie. Walking in LA.
Okay, my name's Earth.
One
Nice to meet
second. Take care. Beautiful look and soul. I love people that just want to talk. The next thing I need to do really is get new glasses. Well, I probably need to go to the doctor first. Eye doctor, that is. Uh-oh, I'm on camera. It's always lovely when people are outgoing. I would not be, and so I'm always attracted to people like that, as we all are, because they're sort of have an attraction. Look who it is. It's Marilyn Monroe. Also, I get a lot of shorts about Marilyn Monroe thanks to this channel. The amount that we mention her. She had a confidence that people could use today. Did you know that she had fine blonde hairs all over her face that she refused to shave because it gave her a glow? These are all shorts that I've been getting in my feed because we keep talking about Marilyn Monroe. Also, she put a dot of red lipstick like in the center of her eyes. I can't remember that one too much, but something like that. Hey, Lockbach. How are you guys doing? We're on Melrose. We're walking over to La Brea. We're taking a left. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight and enjoying this little human content. No. How does the makeup stay on? I can't help but click on them also, and the problem with clicking on them is the algorithm gives you more of them. It did not do the same for Pam Bondi today. I really just wanted to see every time. Never mind. I'm not trying to get the bots back. Uh-oh. This isn't Johnny Rockets, but Marathon Burger.
I knew it.
Oh, if we talk about makeup too long, you'll start getting videos that show you what black and white movie makeup actually looked like. Green lipstick. Oh, that Max Factor building on Highland, right off of Hollywood Boulevard. Hey, oh my God. I don't know if I would say poor Pam. Poor USA. I just stepped in so much mud. So my whole thing about these trials that we're watching is they're supposed to be about Epstein, but and honestly, we don't want to get into it too much because we try to, this is not, what I'm saying is not political, but they talked about everything but the situation at hand. Like a question would be asked and the answer would be subterfuge about something else. It was crazy. Semantics, my friend. I don't have time for it. Right? There's a Max Factor on Highland. It's now the Museum of TV. I mean, Museum of TV. It's the Hollywood History Museum now. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff. Are you? We'll save it for our political channel. We're going to launch that in 2028. Hey, DC! This is probably why, reason number 4 why I don't talk politics mountain bike is because I'll say something like trial. It's the playground. I have no idea what's going on there, but it looks like fun dance moves. Everything is a dance studio on this street. Sorry, I'm just trying to walk in a... What would I play at my dance party? Something fresh. Maybe a little Regina. And Alicia. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. And if you missed out on LACMA or La Brea, you can always rewind sort of towards the beginning. A couple minutes to walk there, as always. I will be live streaming tomorrow. I think it's at 4 o'clock. We haven't picked an exact spot to go to, but I might just go downtown and check something out. So I might stream from downtown tomorrow. We'll be streaming tomorrow at 4-ish, Friday at 4-ish. I think Joe's little gig that he's doing is up today, up this week, up on Friday. So he'll be back with me on the stream probably Sunday or Saturday. Oh, Anne Heche. You know, I met Anne Heche once. She was really nice, first of all. She was with her shopping with her kid. She was really sweet and really nice and kind of impeccable in a way. Like her shopping look was impeccable. My pleasure, West Coast lady. Thanks for being here. I have a soft spot for Anne Heche. Also, she was in the remake of Psycho, right? Which I think was the first time I kind of heard about her. This place actually has the best chimichurri sauce ever, which you can also buy to take home. I just like dipping skinny Argentinian French fries into the chimichurri sauce. So good. Oh. Silver bells.
Yeah, she's my mentor.
It's like a taffy pull window of a girl just sewing hats in the window. Kind of interesting. Melrose and Formosa. 2 more blocks and we are going to hit Pink's Hot Dogs. We'll walk slowly. Just breathe it in. Wow, Warren, that is... I'm kind of infatuated with Mae West's apartment, actually. And the Ravenswood, right? Also, that building is just... I love those old Los Angeles, New York-y looking apartment buildings like the Gaylord and the Ravenswood. And many more. The Bryson. I just saw, we get also in our, probably because I do this channel and we do mention Huell Hauser, he's kind of our patron saint. I feel bad for Huell Hauser in a way. He had to live his whole career and life in the closet, but maybe he was happy. Different time. Anyway, Lucifer's Pizza. They have a really good vegan gluten-free pizza there. I used to work with a vegan gluten-free person. Anyway, Huell Hauser. I saw the episode where they unveiled and named the hot dog after him. He was just a real sweet, curious guy. If I could have a little bit of his joy, I think I'd be a happy guy. This is Voodoo Donuts. I'll walk by. I don't really love their donuts. It's too messy and too much. But if you want like a gag donut, I think this is the place to go. Every one of them, though, is a messy eaten, except for the maple bar, which is not a buttermilk donut, so I don't love it. We got... I forgot what we got when we came here. Old Dirty Bastard. It was a mess. I dropped most of the toppings on the ground. So I love the story of Pink's family business since 1939. Wasn't exactly here, but almost here. And they really just, when they wanted to expand it, they walked across the street to Bank of America, that must have been at one time, and got a loan and expanded this. It smells so hot doggy here. Actually really good. Much better than a regular hot dog stand smells. It doesn't smell like hot dog water, it smells like all of the hot dog toppings. You know what? Voodoo Donuts, I like a buttermilk donut. I like a donut that doesn't collapse when you squeeze it. So that's a first thing I didn't like about Voodoo Donuts. The second thing was that when something has so much stuff on the top of it that you can't eat it without it falling on the ground or falling in your pants, that's a hassle to me. So that's a second strike for Voodoo Donuts. I like food that's a little more simple, shall we say. Oh my God, that's my dream breakfast. I love a buttermilk or cake donut, not the kind of donut, wow, I feel like we're peeking at something we shouldn't. Not the kind of donut that you would get at Krispy Kreme. Like the Krispy Kreme donuts are tasty, but you can crumple that donut in your hand. Like, it's actually pretty hollow. Joseph loves a Boston cream donut. For me, that's also too messy. I don't want that sorry, John. I'm also getting hungry. I've got 3 more blocks till my bus stop, and then, I don't know, I think about a mile down the road or 2 on the bus. I'm kind of bored with oatmeal lately. I don't know what it is, but I need to I think I need to make chia pudding for breakfast or something. I need to switch it up. We do eat a lot of oatmeal. I'd rather I wouldn't even mind a bran muffin. Remember during the Great Depression, COVID, when everybody was making banana bread, I was making it with oatmeal. It was pretty good, and chocolate chips, a lot of chocolate chips. Sometimes it was so dense it wouldn't cook in the middle, but that's all right. I ate it anyway. Oh my gosh, right over here on the right is yet another gone 99-cent store. So I'm gonna cross the street right here. So you could say, next stop, Willoughby. I'll be crossing, and then we'll be walking down Willoughby, maybe to Sycamore, and then I'll walk up and catch the bus up there. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight for this live stream. I had a really awesome time going with you to LACMA and the Tar Pit. Who knows where we'll go tomorrow, maybe DTLA. I hope you enjoyed the wander and the sunset. I only want to live to 100 if I can be as fit as Dick Van Dyke and still drive a car. I had 3 overripe bananas and I set them aside to make banana bread, and then I forgot and had to throw them out. I threw them out this morning. Oh, you're so welcome, John. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, people drive crappy. Um, Also, I'm pretty careful, but I guess I could be a little more careful and not walk where I shouldn't. Anyway, so we're gonna take a left. This is like a little brand new hipster alley up here. Has a record store. We actually have a Yo Nana machine. Also, do you know what that is? You literally take frozen bananas and put them in it, and then it squishes them out like technically soft serve. We haven't used it for a while. I kind of keep forgetting about it. Bananas are like a staple of our diet. I think I eat a banana a day. And we also give them to the dogs. Dogs love bananas and carrots. Are you ready? It's a little gentrified section. No longer affordable part of Hollywood, but that's all right. It's all cleaned up. I saw strawberries at the market last night, and I thought about getting them, but they were like $8.99 for like it's not the pint, but like the next size. I have like a See, I never need a cigarette. I can just have a sidewalk cigarette. I have like a price for strawberries in my head, and it just seemed outrageous to me. I think $5.99 is my price. Walmart has the cheapest groceries because, because they're the largest grocery buyer in the company, and sorry, I'm not going to get political, but they make it harder for any other grocery store to have cheap prices because they drive the hardest bargains. But I, as not a rich American, need to shop places that I can afford. There's no Walmart around here, but if there was, I would buy my groceries probably from there because it's cheap. I don't have the wallet to have every principle I possibly could have at this point in my life. I know, but if there was one here, I don't shop at Target mostly, and I used to shop at Target all the time. I had it out for Walmart like years ago. There's no Walmart in LA proper, though. There used to be like a Walmart somewhere. I think there's actually a Target where it was like a mini Walmart, and it just disappeared. I'm doing a diagonal cross, not that there's one here. Hey, Joey! Oh, I'm so sorry you're freezing to death. I'm kind of sweating right now. Only because I've got 2 jackets on. I have to tie my shoe. Oh, for shit's sake. I just want to do it on the stairs, but there's a guy coming down. Boop! Oh. Yeah, Huel had like 5 or 6 different shows. The first Huel Hauser show I ever saw was called Things That Aren't There Anymore. I swear. And it was just going around to places where things weren't anymore. Uh-oh, you can hear the honking at the Tesla diner. I figured we could end at the Tesla diner. A little moment of excitement to leave you on. Bye, Mom Bach. Thank you for being here this fine Wednesday evening. And for the rest of you, lurkers, thank you for being here. If it's your first time, please support this human content by liking, maybe subscribing, maybe chatting, give a thumbs up. Oh, I thought I heard honking. But no dice. There's no one here tonight. It's usually, the guy is so good. He's got rhythm and rhyme. Anyway, here's the Tesla diner. I will see you tomorrow around 4 o'clock. I think we're gonna be downtown. Please check us out. And thank you guys so much for joining us here this fine evening in Los Angeles. Oh my God, Wonder Years. Is it Wonder Years? I actually don't know. It just looked like Wonder Years. Well, I'm glad you got to walk it today, John. This used to be a Shakey's, right? Yeah. It was a Shakey's and now it's Tesla. So thank my members one more time. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, backing the channel. Some of you being here for over 9 months. We're almost to a year. So I really appreciate you guys so much. Subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. Good night, everyone. Here's some hearts and confetti. Thank you so much for watching. Sweet dreams. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.